Now we start with the second part. Second part of issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. Let's study the concept of consideration other than cash. This itself can be in shares or debentures, can be tested as 1 marker, 3 marker or 4 marker. So it's never ever we have seen paper without this. So this becomes very important. Consideration other than cash means you buy either assets, fixed assets I mean, or you buy someone's business. When you buy these two things, you don't give cash, you give consideration either as shares or you can give it as debentures. Or it could be both. It could be equity share, preference share, and maybe partly some money might be given in cash also. So that's the concept of consideration other than cash. We are studying it from both point of view today, share and debenture. Let's look at the shares part. When we buy any asset and give the shares, we can give shares either at par, that is face value, or at premium. But when we give debentures, debentures can be issued at par, premium, or discount as we have seen in the part 1. So three possibilities are there in debentures, one possibility in the case of shares. Sorry, two possibilities in the case of shares. Now let's first concentrate on buying of fixed asset. When you buy a fixed asset, you buy, let me make it as an example for you. Say A Limited purchased machine from B Limited. A Limited purchased a machine from B Limited for rupees 4,50,000 rupees. I repeat, you have purchased a machine from B Limited. Who is the one who is supposed to get the money? B Limited. B Limited is vendor in this case. You have to read carefully. Okay, you have to understand who needs to be paid. So that person is your vendor. Identifying that in the question is very important. That's the first part. Second part is the amount to be given is 4,50,000. There can be different ways of giving it. I might tell you 50,000 I'm giving you in cash or through check or bank immediately. The remaining I can give you as equity share or I can give you as debenture. I can give you a share at par, means 100 rupees share at 100, or premium 100 rupees share at 150. I can issue you this debenture at discount, 100 rupee debenture at 10 discount, 90 each. So these are all ways of giving this money. It could be payment mode, could be share. When I say share, it could be preference share, it could be equity share, it could be debenture. In debenture, different X, Y, Z different percentages could be there. Apart from this, you might give through bank draft or check some money. So three modes are there. It's consideration, so we'll concentrate only on consideration part. So these are different modes of making payment. To be limited. Let's take the case of debenture first, then I will come to shares. Let's see if it is decided. Case 1, to give 8% debentures of rupees 10 each at par. That could be my case 1. In case 1, my entry would be like this. First entry, which is common for all I'm writing here, is machine debit to be limited. We have to give to be limited how much? 4,50,000 rupees. Second entry comes when I pay to be limited. So I write be limited here. I have to give them 4,50,000. and I have to give them 8% debentures, which is issued at par. So I have to give 4,50,000. In which format? Debenture. Each debenture is of 10 rupees. So that means I will be giving 45,000 debentures. Correct? I need to give 45,000 debentures. So 45,000 into 10 is what gets credited to 8% debenture. Debenture is increasing by this amount. So I'm mentioning this amount here. Be limited to 8% debentures. I repeat, we are issuing debentures at par in this case. Second situation, case 2. I tell you that my debenture is issued at a premium. So to give 8% debentures of rupees 100 of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupee 5 per share. My each, sorry, per debenture. My each debenture is of 15 rupees. If I give you 45,000 debentures, I will give you 45,000 into 15 rupees. Why should I give you more? So in that situation, the person who has purchased the machine tells the vendor, see, my debenture is at premium. I cannot give you 45,000 debentures. I need to give you 4,50,000. Now each debenture will be considered as 10 plus 5, 15. So I will give you 4,50,000 divided by 15, that is 30,000 debentures. You want to take it, otherwise I cannot give you. When you do that, the entry becomes B limited debit. Amount to be given remains same, 4,50,000 to X percent, whatever 8% debentures. I will give 30,000 into face value 10, 3 lakh rupees. Plus I also give you securities premium gets credited at the rate of 5 rupees on 30,000 shares. I consider I owe you that amount also. I am adjusting that amount also, which is 1,50,000. Now let's come to case 3. In case 3, what happens? These debentures, 8% debentures, are issued at discount of 1. In that case, the vendor will say, why should I take less number of 45,000? I need more because your debentures don't have that good worth. So 4,50,000 will be divided by 9. Premium was added, discount will be deducted. So that turns out to be 50,000. My vendor B Limited, to whom I have to give 4,50,000, is asking for X 8% debentures, which is 50,000 into 10, which is 5 lakh rupees. So what gets debited is discount on issue. Debit that with 50,000 rupees. So these are the 3 entries which we have. Alternatively, what could happen is we can issue shares also to them. So issue of shares can only be at par or premium. So only change would be, instead of debenture, I will use the word share capital. It could be equity or it could be preference share capital. Rest remains the same, but this third case is not applicable for shares because shares cannot be issued at discount any longer. Here also, instead of debenture, I will use the word share capital, equity share capital, or preference share capital, or whatever is a quantity. Sometimes they can tell you, we have purchased a machine and we have given 45,000 Debentures of 10 each. That means the consideration given by us is 4,50,000. This is the case when we purchase fixed asset. The next possibility which we have is we might purchase a business from someone. When we purchase business, we get its assets and liabilities. So asset minus liability gives me net worth. Now that net worth needs to be given as consideration if A Limited purchases business of B Limited. So different asset, machine debit, land debit, whatever you are taking, to creditors liability gets credited, and to B Limited you need to give this money. When you're paying to B Limited, we need to remember one thing. When you're paying to B Limited, how much do you pay? That makes the difference. You should be giving net worth to them as consideration, and that net worth is due to them. You can give them equity, preference share. Now, point is sometimes say business assets are of 5 lakh, liabilities are of 50,000, net worth becomes 4 lakh 50,000. Now, if for 4 lakh 50,000 it is decided the company would give 5 lakh rupees, or say I take it as 6 lakh. If 450 you are ready to give 6 lakh, extra money 1 lakh 50,000 you would be giving because of goodwill, and goodwill gets debited. But on the other hand, if I tell you I'm giving you only 4 lakh, in that case, that 50,000 less is my loss which goes to capital reserve. It's a capital nature loss which needs to be deducted from capital, which needs to be written off via capital reserve. So same question if they had taken, so if say machine 3 lakh, debtors are of 2 lakh, I take the case of 6 lakh first. If 6 lakh is there, then goodwill also gets debited with 1 lakh 50,000. Credit liability, creditors 50,000 to B Limited. How much we are giving to B Limited? 6 lakh. So total amount is 650 there and 650 there. Now I give them equity share. Then it would be B Limited of 100 each. Then it would be B Limited to equity share capital. So you could give debentures also. So 6 lakh divided by 100, I will be giving them 6,000 shares. Or if it is debenture. Such questions also come where you are asked to calculate this amount. Then next cases, if it was capital reserve, I would have given 4 lakh rupees. Then machine debit 3 lakh, debtors debit 2 lakh, to creditors 50,000, to B Limited 4 lakh, and the difference 50,000 gets credited to reserve. Capital reserve gets credited with that amount. Now if I'm giving equity share, it would be B Limited to equity share 4 lakh. 4 lakh, if face value is 100, I would have given 4,000 shares in this case. If it is, say, in this case, this was at premium, then it would be 6 lakh, say, divided by 50, premium 150. Then I would have given 4,000 in that case, equity shares. And there would be securities premium also getting credited. This is share capital would have got credited. B lakh, 6 lakh is due. Share capital, this much would have gone. Securities premium, another 10 rupees would have been gone, with 50 rupees extra which we are giving would have gone. Clear? This is for consideration other than cash. So here we take, when we take these assets, we take these at agreed value. You can also get questions to find out this goodwill or capital reserve, what will be debited, credited. Goodwill is debited, capital reserve is credited. Now only one part, next part, this is second part of debentures gets over here.